VSLs, webinars, sales funnels. These things are outdated and they only work for the legacy personal brands like Iman and Tate and Ty Lopez. But for people like us doing $20,000 to $80,000 a month, they are long expired. But I have pioneered a new generation strategy that is literally thriving. It's making me $76,000 per month at 16 years old, whilst attracting 10K clients consistently and reliably, filling my calendar with pre-sold leads, having 90% profit margins, and without going viral. So let me show you how this actually works, how this strategy works, right? So we have the C.R.A ad. This is the top of funnel. Now this ad actually goes to your Instagram profile, where some people will follow and some people won't follow. The people who visit the profile but won't follow are entered into the retargeting sequence, which will basically have ads hitting them. We use something called frequency capping, which allows us to set the amount of times they see an ad in every day. So for example, they see the ad X times in Y days, right? So these retargeting ads will get them to follow. So now we're kind of maximizing the people who don't visit or who don't follow, and getting them to follow. Now that people are actually following, they're entered into the Instagram ecosystem where they're seeing reels, they're seeing stories, they're seeing your YouTube, they're seeing your optimized page, and all of these other nurture assets, these conversion assets that will make them, like you, trust you, and really warm them up to buy from you, right? Because seeing these things every single day is like retargeting ads on steroids, right? Because imagine, you have a VSL, right? You see an ad, you go watch a VSL, you decide that it doesn't seem like it's for you, and you click off. You never ever see them again, right? You're never going to see that person again. Sure, you can retarget them, but realistically, they made the decision to click off. They're not going to go ahead and buy from you. And when was the last time you bought something from a VSL? The last time I bought something from a VSL was like a year and a half ago. It just doesn't, no one really buys from VSLs anymore. No one wants to go ahead, click open a shitty little Instagram browser and then watch like a 15-minute video of you selling them. It just doesn't work, okay? So what does work is this strategy right here, where then we leverage one-to-one human connection, right? Because all these BS sales funnels have completely obliterated trust, right? They've completely destroyed trust. But if we can use one-to-one human connection, we can restore that trust and allow us to get the close. And we need to do this with leverage. So how do we do this? We do this through direct messages, where we have an appointment setter basically delegate this and automate this, which allows us to have leverage when we go and get that close. Now, there are three main types of ads that we use to achieve this. The first ad type is a 7-second ad, which is an ad disguised as an Instagram story to get really quick results. And the format is simply an Instagram story, and we use what I call the AIDA framework. The AIDA framework stands for attention, interest, desire, action. So we capture their attention, we then make them interested, we make them curious, we then make them desire, and then we tell them to take an action. Now, I'm going to explain how this works right now by literally showing you. If you're new to this channel, I don't just tell you what to do, I literally show you like how to actually do it. So you can see here, this is an example of one of the 7-second ads, right? We build interest, then we have like a desire part right here, and then we have action. So you can see, ads pay to close clients, YouTube get paid to close clients, views 104K, bang, 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 desire line, and then CTA. Now this is an ad for my client Lyndon. He's a G with YouTube, and you can see all these other ads, right? Call out, establish infopreneurs. Being a category king is the best way to hit 100K a month in 2025. It's our channel scaled to 200K a month in 6 months. Follow me to learn how. Now, I know I mentioned earlier that we use like subconscious triggers to like actually prompt people to take an action. So some of these is, for example, in the desire line, we have like a case study, right? That adds legitimacy. And we also have the unique mechanism right here to build curiosity, to build that interest, right? And these ads literally just look like Instagram stories. Here's another cool one we did where it's literally like the guy literally talking about how good the work is. So here are some ideas for you guys on how 7-second ads work. They work really well because literally people don't think that, when you see this, it's an ad. It looks like a normal Instagram story, right? So it doesn't even click that it's an ad. Okay, now I want to talk to you about my personal favorite, which is top of funnel video ads, which uses psychological triggers to prompt immediate action. Now, usually we do this in like the mirror format, that's what I call it, where there's one person on top, one person on the bottom, and then text in the middle. We once again use that AIDA framework, and I'll kind of show you the board and I'll break down what this actually looks like in one of our ads on this style. So you can see right here, this is my business partner's page. This is the ad we're running. He's at the top, text in the middle, and then like the board at the bottom. We launched this 16 hours ago. It's already ripping. I can show you guys some of the results in a second, but it's the same sort of thing, right? It's literally like this. Last month was crazy. What's this? This is the attention. Then we build interest right here. So how do we build interest? This is freaking interesting, right? I cash collected 76K in my coaching business. I dropped out of high school and traveled Europe. Wow, interesting. I got in two biggest newspapers in Norway. That's interesting. And I generated 800K for my clients. Now we've captured their attention and we've got them hooked. We've got them interested. And now what we do is we don't position this as an ad. We say, here's how I did it. Why? Because it's not like really positioned as an ad, right? It doesn't look like this is the desired part of the ad, does it? But we secretly intertwine case studies. You see here, we're literally secretly intertwining case studies. Same thing down here, right? We have personal results right here. We have more personal results, more personal results, more personal results, etc., etc. So this here is exactly like our ad using the AIDA framework. And then you can see right here, we'd say, take this action, right? Go ahead and follow me for free. So this is like a textbook definition of what an AIDA ad looks like. And once again, it's disguised, because if you're in info right now, you're seeing these reels absolutely everywhere. So it doesn't look like an ad until it is an ad, right? And until it's too late, basically. Now we have testimonial ads. These probably perform the best for us. They absolutely crush. And it's basically a highly edited testimonial ad for proof, where you have one person at the top, one person at the bottom, and then text in the middle. Same sort of thing as the usual. And here's an example of our one. And it uses the BAB framework. So you can see we have our client Julius. We took him from literally like 5K a month to like 50K a month. He's a killer. He's taking over the setting industry. And you can see right here, 4K a month, $10,500 cash today, right? And it's just a heavily edited video ad that's almost impressive, because this itself is boring. But when you see this, it's like, oh wow, this is actually engaging. This is sick. I like this ad, So this is crushing it for us. We actually just closed someone yesterday for 9.6K who saw this ad, followed, and 2 days later reached out, booked a call, and paid. Bang. This easy, right? This is how well the strategy works. Anyway, it uses the BAB format, right? This is where we have before. So basically talks about, the previous situation, the pain points, the agitation, how bad it was, how trapping it was, etc. Then the after. And what I like to do here is also the time. So we basically have, whatever the time unit is, let's just say Y days. So we have whatever the time is to get this after, this desired outcome, which is then like, how easy life is, how good it is, how much money I'm making, how I'm not in this painful situation. And then we talk about the bridge, how you actually did it for them, how you bridged the gap, how it was seamless, how it was quick, how it was easy, how it was efficient. And basically just, taking this transformation right here and then ascribing someone responsible for it, which is you. Basically like how good you were and how helpful you were. Now, this is like crazy source alone. Take a screenshot of this and just implement this, and I promise it'll like help you guys out a lot in terms of your ads, and it'll allow you to crush it. And here's how to show your ads to the right people. Once again, guys, I tell you what I'm doing. I don't just tell you, all this fluff, and like I don't gatekeep. I'm literally saying, okay, this is the targeting we run. UAE. UAE has been ripping right now for us. Denmark, UK, Netherlands, Sweden, and US. These two here, UAE and US, are our top countries. They're absolutely ripping right now. Minimum age, 19, exclude, and then we make a custom audience with our Instagram followers. So we exclude our Instagram followers for these ads because we don't really need them seeing them. Just kind of a waste. Maximum age is 27, although this is technically just a suggestion. Then we have genders, which is on all. Then we have the detailed targeting, which is entrepreneurship only. Usually we do run male though for these, but we're just running a split test, and even though it's on both, basically just men are seeing it anyway. It's like 90%. But the big thing I want to tell you about is that info ads die quickly, and usually in 1 to 2 weeks, the entire info market can see your ad, which is why you need to make ads consistently bi-weekly or weekly. So you can see right here, just the amount of ads that we're kind of running at the moment with this. And these are only live, right? We have like 10 more in the pipeline ready to roll. But right now we're at our kind of top ad spend capacity right now, which is 10K a month. We're waiting for these to ROAS a little bit, and then because we just literally launched them like 2 days ago, and then we're gonna up this to like 20K a month, and yeah, basically just run double the ads. Once again, it's scaling season for us. You guys are gonna see me and my business partner Siggy at literally top of the info industry very soon, right? He had 2K followers like literally a month ago. Things are just fucking popping, and I can show you guys, we're getting literally qualified followers almost by the hour. I'm still waiting for the Americans to wake up. Once again, America is where our ads are crushing it the most. So, the Americans aren't really up right now, which is why it's kind of died off a little bit. But the sheer volume of followers we're getting right now even during times with the American people who, once again, who we mainly target, and people in the UAE are only just starting to wake up now, are asleep, we're still getting people who are qualified, right? This guy knows Iman, this guy knows Hormozy and Sam Ovens. We got this guy here. He looks like he's doing all right as well. And we're just getting literally qualified followers by the hour. And even the people who aren't verified, a lot of the time, like, they are qualified, because I was going through this earlier. Our qualified rate currently is sitting at about 30%, 30% to date. So you can see some of these people not qualified, some of these people are qualified. It's how ads are, and I would never suggest freaking out about it, because you have to understand that even, for example, one follower, Arthur, 2 days ago, now he's paid 9.6K. Like, that's how easy it is, right? So that's the biggest source. Info ads die quickly. 1 to 2 weeks, the entire info market can see your ad, and you need to make ads consistently bi-weekly or weekly. So yeah, subscribe for daily videos where I break down how I make 76K a month at 16 years old, and I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate it.